Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to week 4 of technical writing. You've made it a month. Congrats. That's great. Only a couple more to go. So as we take a look at our calendar for this week, you've just finished your abstract and newsletter. And this week we are moving into some more documenting sources and APA work, which is always fun, right? Like, who doesn't love that? Because we will be working on this 100-point documenting sources and APA assignment. So I want to give you some input on this. We can take a look at it together and figure out how to get you to where you need to go with this assignment. So you can read through this article called Leadership and the Fear Factor. You'll download that PDF. I've got a citation for you here. And you're going to work through a couple different sections. So the first section is recognizing plagiarism. The second is a quotations. The third is a paraphrase. And the fourth is a summary section. So if we go ahead and take a look at this, you can download this assignment as a Word document. And that's pretty helpful. Loading a preview. I want the preview. I want the whole thing. As we take a look at this assignment, you will just type your own answers into the document, because that makes it easier for you to look at what you're doing and easier for me to grade it, which is all good as we go through this. So as my computer very, very slowly opens up this document, and it is taking an age to do so. There we go. We can take a look at each of these sections. And if you're watching this video, bonus, you might get 1 or 2 free questions thrown in just as a reward for being awesome and actually watching the videos, because not everybody does. And I can see who does and who doesn't. So really glad you guys are sticking with me here. So as we take a look at the first section, this is a plagiarism section. And this is really important because we want to make sure that we're properly attributing people's ideas, not only in the academic setting, but if you become known for intellectual theft in the business world, that's not a great thing either. So we want to make sure we're always attributing our ideas to their originators. So let's take a look at this. I will give you an original excerpt. I will show you the student work, and you will tell me what the error is and how you would go about correcting it. So in this original excerpt, we have a piece of the article by Jody Hoffer-Gattel. The excerpt's from page 16. That's all important information. We'll be saying managing performance through a divide and conquer strategy will set at odds the very people who must coordinate with each other. The student was trying to paraphrase or summarize this portion, but they did so incorrectly because they wrote, according to Jody Hoffer-Gattel, 2004, managing performance through a divide and conquer strategy will set at odds the very people who must coordinate with each other. This is the problem because it's the exact words from up here, now down here. So if those are not put in quotation marks, that's plagiarism. So we'd go ahead and tell what the error is here. I like to change the font color because it makes it easier to tell what I'm writing versus what was already there. So the error is that the student did not put quotation marks around It's so hard to type while I'm recording a video for you guys. I promise I can type in the real world, but like, this is hard to do. So the error is that the student did not put quotation marks around the quoted material. This is plagiarism because they're taking somebody's exact words and not properly attributing them. So in order to correct it, we could keep the stem. The stem is that intro that says who's the person originally saying this. So we could say, according to Jody Hoffer-Gattel, 2004, and of course we always put the date after we introduce the author's name. That's a part of APA format. So according to Jody Hoffer-Gattel, comma, and then we go ahead and put our quotation marks, managing performance through a divide and conquer strategy. I would go ahead and write the whole quote out here, and then end it with each other. Because it's a direct quote, we then do go ahead and put the page number at the end, and all the punctuation goes outside of the citation parentheses. So this would be our correction to the error the student work made here. So that's how you're going to fill this out. Bonus, for those of you watching, you got a correct answer for the first one. Yay! So you're going to go ahead and do that kind of correction for student excerpt 2 and excerpt 3. In the quotations section, you're going to be asked to write 2 different quotations from the article. So you will need to download the article and read it. The first thing, you're going to write a quotation of 1 complete sentence from the article. Use a signal phrase that includes the author's last name followed by the year of publication, just like we did up in that sample. And then cite the page number at the end of the sentence, just like we did in the sample. So you've already had it demonstrated how we could go about doing that. For number 2, you're going to write an original sentence that includes a phrase of 3 or more words from the article, but this is just a fragment of a quote embedded in a much longer sentence. So your words should be about 75% of the sentence, and the quote should only be about 25% of the sentence. So you want your words to dominate and the quote just to support your ideas. And that quote will need to be cited and introduced in APA style as well. But it is just a very short little quote fragment instead of a big long quote like we do in this first question. Paraphrasing is the next section. Paraphrases will have a signal phrase for them. So you want to make sure you include the author, the year of publication, and you will put the page number at the end of your second sentence of paraphrase. And then summary. And the big difference between paraphrase and summary, paraphrase is about the same length as the original text. So if you're paraphrasing 2 sentences from the article, your paraphrase will be about 2 sentences long. The original is 2 sentences, your paraphrase is 2 sentences. Summary is much shorter than the original. So in this instance, I'm asking you to find 4 or more sentences, and you're going to summarize that down into 1 sentence. So you're taking something big and making it much smaller in our summary here. And you're going to do that in APA style as well. And that is the worksheet for you. So excellent job watching the video. Hopefully this was very helpful for you as you think about doing this work this week. As always, if you have any questions, I'm here to help. You can use the APA section in your very excellent textbook by Markle, or you can also go to one of my favorite websites, the Owl Purdue APA website, and it will walk you through a bunch of APA rules and style guidelines as well. So this is a great resource for you. If you're still struggling with APA, this has got a lot of information for you. Other than that, that pretty much wraps up what we're working on this week. We're going to be working on documenting those APA sources. You'll be doing some reading in Markle. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help.